Dr. Nintendo here. I'm going to help you get ready for your first gaming expo so you'll have a fun and successful time. Let's go. Now I'll be attending the Portland Retro Gaming Expo here in October. This is my 4th year going, and these are some of the things I bring with me to all the cons, whether it's Seattle Retro Gaming Expo, Portland, Cowlitz Gamers for Kids. These are really good things that you need to have with you. They make your stay and your time a lot easier on you, and so you're more efficient at game hunting, and you can maximize all your time. Biggest thing, most important thing I would say is get a good backpack. This is my work bag also. It's a North Face bag, and what I like about it is it can expand and get bigger. And what's really great about this is you're going to be picking up games all day. You want to be able to carry them with you. The fewer trips back to the car, the better, because that means you're on the floor longer. Also, it's going to carry all your other gear that I'm going to tell you about here in a second. Also, I find really helpful is within that bag, carry a couple extra plastic bags, like grocery store bags. That way, if you do get a really good score, you can throw those in there. You'll have your backpack and your 2 grocery store bags. You'll walk all the way back to the car, hide them, and then get back on the floor for more game chasing. Next thing that's really important is you need to bring some food with you. Good snacks, protein. You're going to save yourself a ton of money and time by bringing your own food. Now, the Portland Convention Center has okay food, and it's going to be very expensive being in the con. You're going to probably expect to pay at least $10 if you're just getting like a burger and a drink. Water's also really important. You need to stay hydrated at these events. You're going to be walking a lot. I think last year I walked something like 10 miles that day. The shows go pretty long. You're going to be there from 9, 10 o'clock in the morning to about 5 or 7, almost walking and standing the whole time. Also for Portland, there's things to do at night, like a lot of people go down the ground control. There's that auction. Also, Geekless happens downtown near ground control. So you need to stay hydrated. You don't want to get sick and not be able to be on the show floor. I know pretzel with cheese sauce is $5, and then you add your drink on top of that, and that's almost another $5. That right there, that's a couple games, or you can get a PlayStation 3 game. For me personally, I'd rather have those games. Next, bring your 3DS or your 2DS. You'll be able to get a lot of street passes, get that 100 street passes in a day achievement, and be able to meet lots of interesting people that way. Got to bring some trade stuff. I know it's a show and you're there to buy stuff, but I also find you could throw in some commons that are good titles. You might be able to sweeten the vendors or trade with other people and get some really good deals. So bring some headphones. These are great for standing in line for panels. Expect lines, it's just the nature of the game. I personally wouldn't walk around on the show floor with them on. I'd rather be able to talk to the vendors and talk to other people. Bring a phone charger. Reception's not always the best, so it's going to drain your battery quicker. Also with those smartphones, you're going to want to be taking pictures and videos so you can remember the event. Also, some people like to check on prices, and using that internet is going to drain your battery a lot faster. Next, you're going to want to bring some good walking shoes. You're going to be walking an awful lot. Don't bring sandals. Wear something comfortable. I like cargo shorts and a t-shirt. That works for me. We're inside. There's no waiting outside. There's no lines that go outside. I have a lightweight jacket in my car for the evening, but just think you're going to be walking all day. You need to bring some money. Set a budget. Bring money. It's really important. What I usually do is I'll have my set budget for the con, and then I'll have a little bit of buffer, and that's in case of I spend everything, I found a really good deal, I want that copy of Musha, so I have that extra money just for that. I'm not going to dip into my buffer, my extra money, unless there's that one thing I really want, Because there's nothing worse is you've spent all your money and then there's that killer deal, there's that fine, there's something mispriced, or someone's going to give you a deal and you're spent. Bring cash. It's a lot easier, it's a lot faster. I take credit and debit cards through Square. I know a lot of vendors take it also, but they do take a small fraction of your profit. I know it's really small, but when I'm doing a big lot sale, someone's buying like 100 games from me, and I'm trying to give them a good deal, I also have to factor in if they're paying with credit card, because I need to be able to charge for that. You need to bring your buy list, and that way you know what you're looking for. I like to print off what I'm looking for and how much I'm willing to spend. That way I don't get caught up in the moment, get a little crazy. Also, I think having a physical list is really great. I do 2 copies. One, so I can just hand to the vendor and be like, hey, do you have any of these? Yes or no. That way they're not seeing what you're willing to pay for it. I think having 2 copies is really great. You can just show the vendor, like, these are my top 20 games I'm looking for. Do you have any of these? It's really fast that way. Also, having those lists on paper is really beneficial, because if you're sitting there going through your iPhone looking at each single game, they might think that you're eBay price checking every single one. And I know for me that just gets kind of old looking at someone. I'd rather be able to talk to them. And some vendors find it kind of rude if you're sitting there and you're just looking through your phone and price checking each one. And if you need the price check, that's cool. Be informed. If you want a price check, that's great too. Be an informed buyer. You should know what you're paying. Don't pay $35 for Super Mario Bros. 3. But at the same time, you should be a little knowledgeable and have a general price range. Guys, make sure you print off a schedule beforehand and check out what panels you want to see. There's a lot going on. Don't want to miss anything. There's going to be a lot of YouTubers there doing panels and people in the industry. And it'd be a real shame if you were just spending all your time in one area and you missed out on something. Also, consider how you're getting there. If you're driving, you need to think about parking. For me, I park at the convention center. I pay a little bit more, but I'm a lot closer. There are some garages that are kind of close by. They're a little bit cheaper, but you're going to be hoofing it a couple blocks. And I'd rather spend most of my time in the convention if I can. Now I want to hear from you. What are some things that you bring to cons or gaming conventions to make your time that much more enjoyable? As always, I'm Dr. Nintendo. Thanks for watching. Now I want to hear from you. What are some things that you bring to gaming conventions or other cons to make your time that much more enjoyable? As always, I'm Dr. Nintendo. Thanks for watching.